It's Wednesday, everybody! It feels like Tuesday because we head off on Monday, but I assure you it's Wednesday. Let's go do some errands. One errand down! Got a fresh buzz. Got that going on. Now over to Walmart. Yeah. These lights are pretty cute. That lights up. That does. That does. Sesame Street marketing has reached a new low. That was a quick in and out at Walmart. Now on to our favorite store. Get a little Target action. Picked up a t-shirt for Jesse at Target, and we're gonna go to Best Buy. Yet another one of my favorite stores. All right, mission accomplished at Best Buy. The wallet's a little lighter. Not too bad though, because I had some Best Buy reward certificates from the Christmas time. But I picked up this Canon camcorder to replace the one that mysteriously fell into the abyss at Space Mountain a couple of days ago. Now, folks ask all the time, what cameras do we use when we're shooting videos for the vlogs? For the most part, like the stuff that we're shooting right now is with the Canon G7X. I use this other pocket cam from Sony. I think it's an HX50. I'm not positive if I'm in a smaller venue and shooting live music or something like that. It's got a great zoom, very quick. If you're taking pictures on shutter and burst mode, but it doesn't shoot in 60 frames a second, it shoots in 30 frames a second. And if I'm using it in a larger venue or for longer zoom, it gets a little bit jittery. We have the pivot heads and we have the GoPro, but this Canon camcorder, the one that flew out of my pocket the other day, is actually something that is reasonably inexpensive from Canon. It has an external microphone jack, so if I'm doing any type of interviews, I can plug in a microphone and use it as a wireless type mic. And most importantly, it's got phenomenal zoom, so there's different things you can do with the video camera that you can't do with necessarily a pocket cam or like this G7X that we're using. It has like a 4-time optical zoom. The optical zoom that's on that camcorder is 30 times, and you can actually get it up to like 1104 times digital combined zoom, which probably would look like garbage, but just saying, it goes super fast on zoom. The sound quality is pretty phenomenal, so a lot of the stuff that we've shot at like the Food and Wine Fest and things like that, like outdoor concerts, we've used that camera a bunch of times. At least not that camera, but the predecessor from a couple of years ago. And now anyway, long story short, replacing the camera. Called the Lost and Found at Disney. No one turned in the camera that we dropped the other day. It's not saying that it wouldn't appear at some point, but highly unlikely that it'll ever be used again because it fell as we were going down one of the steeper drops on Space Mountain. I could feel it come out of my pocket, and I would imagine first thought was like, oh god, I lost the camera, hopefully I didn't lose the G7X. Second thought was, I hope I didn't just impale somebody with that, you know, and I really wish that Disney had lockers for their rides like Universal, but not the case. So you take kind of a risk when you go on some of the rides and you think that things are secure, and they may not necessarily be so secure. So new camera as a result. And the one thing that we saw when we were in there that I definitely want to look further into and pick up is that 360 fly type camera, or those circular virtual reality cameras, because I think we can get a whole new perspective in theme parks when we get something like that. And that will be something that we will definitely get. Just a question of how fast we can get it, because it's a little bit pricey. It's in like a $400 price range, but it'll shoot video kind of like 400 degrees. So if you're using something like an iPhone or an iPad to view the video that gets uploaded, you can tilt it any which way and you see everything all around you. It's phenomenal. Finally back home. Hey, look at this. We got a new calendar. It's how to tell if your cat is plotting to kill you. So here you go. I'm back home finally at 8:30 at night. Finally able to try to get something to eat. And these most attractive beef patties, actually, and these most attractive turkey patties are our dinner. So we have that, a little bit of gravy, a little bit of noodles, and what else?
String beans.
Are you sure it's string beans and not green beans? You gonna get yelled at by somebody this time?
No, they're string beans.
And we also have a very tired Jessie with her favorite shirt on. I forget what it says.
It says your opinion's irrelevant because you suck.
I suck. We got a lot of positive comments. You would like in the lay down position on the couch. By the way, this couch really worked out, so anybody that was following along with us for the last couple of months, Jessie's pretty much permanently affixed to this. This is like a chaise lounge part of the couch. You know, anyhow. We got a lot of positive comments on that video that we did at Disney. People really liked it. They liked the ending.
I don't know what was on the ending.
Oh, See, sometimes I do things without Jessie even seeing, so she could find it someday. But anyway, that was a really awesome day. Besides the camera, taking a nosedive.
That was pretty fun though.
I think that in the grand scheme of things, because Jessie always asks often, like when would you stop the channel, and do you have to film everything and stuff like that? And I'll tell you honestly, for me, it's a burden sometimes. It feels like to have to try to edit everything and film things, and you kind of feel compelled that, now that we have an audience, you want to continue to keep delivering content. And obviously we skipped a day here yesterday, or what we're actually in today, because we're not posting anything today. But there's days like the Disney stuff that we posted yesterday that I don't think that we can, I think sometimes when you put things up, you feel like you can't top it, and I think that like the last weekend when we went to Monster Trucks, the editing that we did with the video and the time that we had between that, I thought that was one of my favorite videos until when we went to Magic Kingdom. And then, I think this was one of those days that I was really happy to be able to share with you guys, but more importantly, share with Jessie and have out there, or just have kind of built. In the end, I think I've always said this, we make the videos for ourselves, and we're happy that you guys are all watching. Obviously, we want to make things so that you guys want to see it as well, but that was one of those days that I think was just like kind of like one of those perfect things. I don't think that we can, as family time or enjoyable time or being able to spend time together, I don't think you can really convey or top that in the videos. There's very few things like that, so I was very appreciative of having that day off and being able to spend it with Jessie and everything, and I appreciate all the positive comments and the stuff that you guys have sent back. And if you haven't watched that video, you should definitely check it out. If you're any type of theme park fan or Disney fan, we do a lot of things before noon that most people don't get to do all day, or character interactions and random people like in the park and park opening. And Jessie, ironically, the week before that had said that the only time that she likes to go to Magic Kingdom is she forgets. She's not a big fan of Magic Kingdom, but she likes going at nighttime because there's not as many crowds, and she likes
now I do remember saying that.
Nighttime ambiance. But I think Jessie is definitely not a morning person. I will wake up with like 2 hours of sleep, but Jessie does not do that. And I think that for her getting up, I don't think there was a time there except for maybe walking at one point where she wasn't having a really good time, and she's just a really good faker.
The wind in my face.
Yeah, it was a little Florida cold though. But anyway, thank you everybody for all of the positive comments on that video. That was a really great day for us, and I have watched that video myself at least like 10 times already now, so.
Looks like you're laying down.
I'm kind of laying down, just relaxing. Chillaxing on the couch.
Hey.
Oh, you're still not as tall as me. Uh-oh. Now we're like almost equal. So, anyhow. On the other front, to try to just keep this short, even though it's not going to be short because I think it was just like a 4-minute clip there, but not a whole lot to record during the week this week because back to work. And this is like a very busy time of the year for me. And, obviously Jessie's back at school, Mary's back at work, and a lot of stress at this time actually too, because I am potentially looking at other opportunities internally where I work. So there's, there's a lot of stress that comes along with that, especially at this time of year. So next week, I think you guys reap the benefit of coming along with me on a kind of ridiculous trip for a little bit.
To where?
Jessie doesn't even know, but I'll be actually round tripping New York City in one day. So leaving in the morning, kind of where some people complain about getting on the subway and getting to work. I'll be flying up and I'm flying back down the same day.
What?
So you guys get to see at least the non-work part of that day.
That's not fair.
Because everyone looks forward to being up for 23 hours traveling. That's something to really be jealous about. In any event, but coming up this weekend, Friday NXT show at UCF. We have somebody coming in to be in the video also and to enjoy that day. Saturday, probably Universal a little bit, and then Evolve show at night, Evolve Wrestling, and then Sunday is the Royal Rumble. So it might be a little bit of a delay or stagger with the timing of having videos uploaded. And we've got Eddie the cat. And then next weekend we'll be back at Universal again for the Harry Potter celebration. And we've got a Def Leppard concert at night, and I can't remember what else. I think that there's something there was something like a surprise happening, I think, on Friday night.
What about the Royal Rumble?
That's Sunday. Not this Friday, but the following Friday. There was something cool happening that Mary already forgot about that I told her to remind me about. And she's looking at me in the kitchen now.
Oh, okay. I remembered.
Yeah. So that'll be really cool if we can put some of that stuff on video. So anyhow, enough rambling. Gonna keep it short today because I actually just want to eat dinner and get to bed or get some rest so that I can get up and tackle the day full on. So lots of stress, lots of good stress. And in the meantime, lots of stuff in the pipeline working. So thank you again, everybody, for all the support and all the comments and everything. I know I don't respond to comments as quickly or as thoroughly as I have in the past, and that's just because there's just not enough time in the day. You know, it's kind of a one-person shop with that type of stuff. So on that note, thank you for all of your likes.
Your comments.
And your subscriptions.
Treat others who want to be treated.
Treat others who you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you.